What's going on, y'all? Back at it once again. It's been a long time, but we got more Streetbeefs commentaries coming to you fast and directly on my channel. It's been a minute, man. I kind of been like training and whatnot or whatever, trying to get ready for this upcoming event. So I ain't been posting as much as I usually do. So you gotta kind of forgive me for that. I'm gonna try to post when I can, and when I can't, then I won't post as much. But in between time, I'll be trying to get out these little videos here and there just to get something on my channel and have something for you guys to view or whatever the case. And don't forget, I'm still working on my own fight reactions and whatnot, so those are still coming out soon. I just finished one of them today and should be finishing up the other one sometime soon. So what I'm planning on is like right around the time that I have to fight, hopefully I make it up there, right around the time I have to fight, and that video come out, and then subsequent while I be waiting on my video to come out, I'll be uploading all my old fights, and then by the time my video do come out, hopefully it'll be good timing, so that way I can react to that as well. But enough about me. Right now we got two, they probably might be newcomers if I'm not mistaken. We got Micah going against Mike. And also, it's funny because the first comment I see on here, new location unlocked. We also in a new location. To those who don't know, I think there probably might have been a cold front that blew through Virginia or whatever, to the point where it was so cold that they couldn't hold the event outside or whatever, so they had to switch it to their inside locations. I don't know how many of you was here for the times that they did go inside, but the times that they do go inside, to me at least, I think the fights are a little bit different, because now you don't have to worry about people slipping and falling or people being affected by the elements or whatever the case may be, and you're actually able to see people perform to at least somewhat to their peak abilities or whatever. To me, I feel like it's like when you're performing inside, it's not really much of an excuse to why you lost it this time around or whatever the case may be. Granted, not saying that, it's an excuse for being outside for why you lost, because that has nothing to do with it. But sometimes the elements can play a factor. But, yeah, we got Micah going against Mike inside a new location. So you got to see what that's all about.
5'9", 135, Micah, Applegate. It's my first one, man. I'm just trying to see what my weaknesses are.
5'6",
Micah,
135, Mike, just out here. Gonna have fun, that's it.
Street and instead of just putting their last part of their names, they just put the whole name.
Mouthpiece.
Instead of putting the whole name, they just put the first part of the name. Micah, Applegate, and Mike.
Hands up.
I can't even figure out who is who, so excuse me. We got a nice overhand from my orthodox fellow. My guy's the dude done slipped. This guy here is doing a good job sprawling out. He's sprawling out and throwing shots whenever he get the chance, it seems like, so he's not really trying to give up too much. I'm trying to figure out who is who, but the guy on the bottom, yeah, he need to recover his guard and try to work from there. Trap the arm. The arm that he got wrapped around his head, he need to use that arm to trap his opponent's arm and close his guard up a little bit better, because it looked like he might be in half guard, and now the other guy's moving in the mount now, so this may be bad. Mouthpiece came flying. The man's raining down heavy ground and pound from mount. He gave up his back now. I think Mike is the one on top. Yeah, Mike is doing a decent job of controlling the back and raining down strikes whenever possible. Mike, he got this rear naked choke. That's it. Yeah. That was a good job, man. He was working.
I kind of messed up on that kick a little bit, but it works out. Micah MD23 on Instagram. Y'all check me out.
Solve it in the yard and we leave it. Agreed?
Yeah, he did a good job, man. Maybe he probably messed up on the kick, but in turn, sometimes that stuff end up working out for you. maybe the stand-up probably wasn't his best, wouldn't have been his best bet going against this guy. This guy do look like he probably was a little linky. So probably the stand-up probably wouldn't have been a good, effective way for him to like finish the fight unless he know how to get in and get out without getting messed up or anything. But he did a decent job, man. Like, he capitalized off of a mistake and pretty much got on top and was able to be patient enough to control him enough to where that he didn't rush it. He didn't feel like he had to put more pressure than needed, and he was able to kind of like, you know, slowly but surely, systematically get himself to mount where he was able to rain down some ground and pound, in which I guess the guy's name was Mike. I don't know who is who. I forgot. I'm sorry, guys. But I guess the guy on the bottom, he felt like he had to try to find a way to get out of it, and the best way he thought to get out of it was to give up his back. And a lot of times you don't want to do that. You kind of want to like buck them off of you if you can't, if you get in that position. It's not necessarily, at least to me, I don't think it's advisable to use the turn to your stomach as a way to escape from mount, because sometimes when you give up your back, you can find yourself in a more worse position than being on mount or whatever the case. There's this thing they like to say. They say it's better to be on your back than it's better to be on your back than to be on your stomach or whatever the case, or to give up your back or whatever the case. And it makes sense because, you know, you can't really defend yourself and you kind of don't know what's going on. You got punches coming down, plus then you got a hand that's trying to choke you too, like a little snake, like a little weasel trying to sneak down and get around your neck. But you got to kind of pick your poisons in a sense. You got to choose which one you would rather face and try to work from there, so that way you don't get either TKO'd or choked out. And Micah, like I said, if I'm mistaken, my apologies. And like I said, Micah, he was able to take advantage of that and waited for his opponent to give up his back, and then he was able to sink in and choke. So nice job to him. Good job. Mike, I hope you find out what his weaknesses is, because he said he wanted to see what his weaknesses was. So hopefully he's seen what it was and he got something to like go back and work on or whatever the case. But for the most part, it seemed like he was doing all right for the most part. He just slipped up and got caught and let his back get taken. Let his back get taken and got choked out. So it is what it is. It happens, you know. Sometimes we slip up. Sometimes we get taken advantage of, and if another person take advantage of a position that we might have messed up on. And you know, sometimes it opens up the door for you to be able to learn something in the long run. So I hope he's able to watch this video, watch his fight, and then be able to take little bits and pieces here and there, so that way he can apply it to his next fight. Hope to see these guys come back, man. But other than that, it's been another Streetbeefs commentary. Peace.
Like go keep you with it, Florida. Baby got me thinking, am I too less? So do I need more? Shop at all of the stores. I told her